And the discussion of things like sexual orientation and gender identity through kindergarten through third grade. Supporters say it's parents, not teachers, that should discuss those topics with younger kids. And 2 men from Texas are facing charges accused of stealing catalytic converters from cars at UCF. Investigators say surveillance cameras caught the pair on campus with tools in their hands before they were tracked down with several other converters at a hotel near the airport. Police think the 2 may be part of an organized theft ring. And get this, huge news for high school seniors in Osceola County. Leaders are using money from the American Rescue Plan to offer free college tuition for all 2022 graduates. The money is good at both Valencia Community College and Osceola Technical College. Remember, you can get breaking news around the clock at clickorlando.com and the News 6 app. I'm Steve Montiero. Have a good one.
The Justin Clark Show on Florida Man Radio.
Do you swear to tell the truth? The whole truth? And nothing but the truth?
You want answers? You want answers?
I want the truth!
You can't handle the truth!
Be a good day. Hey! Tuesday morning. I am your host, Justin Clark, protecting you from the hypocrisy throughout America. Today on the program, do not go to South Beach right now, please. I'll tell you why. You don't want to go. I used to live there, and I'm telling you, do not go right now. Can dogs be gay? Because this dog owner in Charlotte certainly thinks his dog was gay. I'll tell you what he did. Is it okay to change your child's name after being on this earth for 2 months? Little Sean will tell us to get off his lawn. And also, don't forget, President Trump will be on Bongino today at 1 o'clock. I'll give you more information about that. Quick housekeeping before we begin. I will be taking your calls and text messages. Here is the phone number. I'd like to hear from you today. Even if I've never heard from you before, say hello. Why not? At 321-339-1055. Download the Florida Man Radio app and listen to us right there around the world. But a great show lined up for you this morning on the live and actual radio. But first, the team directly in front of me, gray t-shirt, pocket. All 6'2", 220 of him. Little Sean's here. What up?
Hey, good morning.
And now it's time for the opening statement. This should be interesting.
During the pandemic, many of you were lonely and you went out and you adopted a dog, or you went out and bought a dog because you were home and you were lonely, you needed some company. And unfortunately, many of you, and I got to tell you something, when you go buy a dog, you got to commit for the dog's life. I don't think you buy a dog or rescue a dog and then, well, I'll just give it back if I don't like him. If I don't like little Fido, I'll just give Fido back. I think it makes you not a great person. Now, I think that there are some times where it's okay to do this, a.k.a. you know, your dog's biting the neighbors, the dog's biting the kids, something like that. But other than that, getting a pet is a commitment. This is a living, breathing thing, your pet. This is a dog or a cat, whatever it is. Don't ever just go randomly get an animal because it takes a lot of work. Little Sean's got 2 at home. My Bronco, which got dropped off a week and a day ago now, is at the office right now. It's a life-changing type thing having a pet. And if you have pets, you know it is. In fact, sometimes pets are more difficult to deal with than kids because, you know, Uncle John and Aunt Tammy, they're all jumping over each other to babysit the kids. You go out of town for a night. Oh, I'd love to babysit your son, my little nephew. But when it's babysitting or dog sitting Fido, they're like, well, we're real busy this weekend. Have you ever noticed that? People absolutely jump over themselves to watch your kids. But when it comes to watching your dogs, they're like, well, you know, we got this like thing this weekend. Like, what thing? Like, well, they don't have anything.
And eventually the kids grow up to take care of themselves.
Exactly. No one wants to babysit your dog. Everyone wants to babysit your children, so you need to be sure that you're ready, especially for a dog. Cats, easier. Dogs are, they're like kids. They are. Well, my man up in Charlotte, he decided he wanted to get a dog as well. Sweet dog. I've got a picture of him here. We'll post it on the Florida Man Radio Network Facebook page. Sweet little dog. His name is Fezco. Fezco. F-E-Z-C-O. They think he's about 4 or 5 years old and a medium-sized dog. Well, Fezco's owner brought Fezco in the other day to an animal shelter because he believes Fezco to be gay. This is a bad person. First of all, who cares if your dog's gay or not? I don't even know if dogs can or can't be gay. I don't know the answer to that. I don't know. I'm not a veterinarian.
I guess they can.
I guess so. Well, apparently this idiot who left him at the animal shelter said that Fezco tried to mount another male dog and he's had it. We don't want him anymore. What a bad person.
Good boy. Now, don't be gay. Don't be gay, Spark. Don't be gay.
I mean, you shouldn't care if your little brother or sister's gay, let alone Fezco the dog. Maybe this was an excuse. I don't know.
Maybe he was one of these manly guys that wanted to go off to the park and show off with his dog and stuff. And when his dog started messing with other guy dogs, he was like, hey, hey, not supposed to do that.
So like any other rational dog owner, his dog humped another male dog, so he gave him away, sent him back to the pound. What a prick. If you want to ask me, this guy should be castrated or something. I don't like this at all. The shelter, though, says that he's doing great. He's very friendly with people, a great dog. And good news is they don't think he'll be there very long because a lot of people have shown up to adopt Fezco. Good for him. Can you imagine? First of all, I don't know if dogs are gay or not. I have no idea. But I've definitely seen male dogs hump female dogs and male dogs. I don't think they even really, I mean, they know, but they don't know. I don't know if they're gay or not.
I wonder if the people who've been picking, or going to pick him up are gay couples or not gay couples who don't care.
I mean, that would be kind of sweet if that were the case, that this dog's been labeled as a gay dog, and it would be nice for a same-sex couple to maybe go adopt him. That would make sense, I think. But I don't, who even cares if people are gay or lesbian or what, even transgender?
Right.
I don't even have a problem with Leah. I just have a problem with Leah competing against the women, that's all. But no, my man here has a dog, a loving dog, and sends him back to the animal shelter because he says he's gay? Because he mounted another male dog? Get out of here, sir. You're a bad human being. But there's a lot of this going on right now. A lot of people adopted pets during the pandemic, and now they're like, well, I'm going to give it back.
Got to go on spring break. I got to give it back.
We got to go to spring break. So obviously I think this is a very bad move. You don't send your dog back to the pound because the dog is gay. Maybe it's an excuse. I don't know. But he's just a bad person. But then I've always been weirded out, too, when people change the name of their children well into their life. What is the rule on that? Can you change the name of your kids or not?
You can give them a nickname.
A nickname,
I think but I don't know about changing the actual full name. But again, it's only 2 years old, right? So it's not like it's already had an ID and an identity. And
I guess. I don't know. So here's the story. Kylie Jenner and Travis Scott. Now, Travis Scott was the Astroworld guy, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Are they married or are they together? Do we know?
They're together.
They're together. Okay. So Kylie Jenner and Travis Scott, I guess they're an item, and they had a son a couple months ago, and they named the son Wolf, like Teen Wolf. They named their kid Wolf, and she announced yesterday on Instagram that they've had a change of heart when it comes to their 2-month-old son, and that he isn't Wolf anymore. Here was her quote. FYI, our son's name isn't Wolf anymore. We just really didn't feel like it was him. She shared it on an Instagram story. Just wanted to share because I keep seeing Wolf everywhere. She did not announce the new name of Wolf.
It's Fox now.
I mean, Fezco. Jesus, you went from wolf to fox? That would be classic now, wouldn't it? I just feel like once you name him and you leave the hospital, it kind of sticks. I don't know. Maybe I don't know. Maybe I'm just old-fashioned.
And by now, 2 years old, I think the family has, nicknames for him like Wolfie or Wolf, or whatever they may.
It's only 2 months old. So the kid's only 2 months old. So it's still early. I get it. It just, don't you have to then go change the birth certificate and all sorts of things too? I mean, Wolf isn't exactly the coolest name I've ever heard to begin with, but I mean, I guess. I mean, why not just come up with a nickname? Call him like Lil Trav or something. I don't know. I don't know if you should go around changing the name of your kids. Maybe you should. I never did, because I thought once you name your child, the child is it's gonna stick. That's your child's name. But
and here's the Jenners / Kardashian, so it's probably gonna be a symbol or something like that.
Yeah,
something weird.
The first child's name was damn it, I forgot. I don't know, something a little bit unusual too. Hold on. I think I have it here. So the first kid's name was Stormy.
That's right.
Stormy. And then they have Wolf, but not Wolf anymore. Now, do you have to have a name, a new name in mind when you announce that you're changing the name, or do you just have like an unknown child or formerly known as Wolf?
Yeah,
how does that work?
Yeah, what's gonna happen in the in between?
I don't know. They just call it, hey, you? I don't know. I don't know how that works. I would think that you have to have a new name in mind if you're going to axe the original name of your child.
Mister. They should call him Mister. That should be his name. His new name should just be Mister.
Hey, Mister. Get over here, Mister. You're in trouble. Put Mister in timeout.
Mr. Jenner or Mr.
Scott. Travis Scott. Now, are you a Travis Scott fan? I don't know much about his music.
I'm okay with Travis
you
Scott.
Like him? All right. I don't know. I just don't know much about him. Let me hit a couple of text messages here. Join us, 321-339-1055. Shane B. My dog identifies as a meat popsicle. Is that right? Pete is here. Wolf is short for Wolfgang a lot of the time. Well, no. Pete, I understand what you're saying, but if it was short for Wolfgang, the name would be Wolfgang, and they would just call him Wolf.
I think that stopped happening in the 70s.
Is that right?
I don't know anyone who was our age named Wolfgang.
Yeah, it was after Wolfgang Puck was opened his last restaurant. Beth thinks they should name him Thunder because we have Stormy and Thunder. That's not a bad idea. Any thoughts on what Travis and Kylie's son's name should be changed to? It was Wolf, not short for Wolfgang. That was the official name, Wolf. What should they change it to? Daughter, Stormy. Son, formerly known as Wolf, should be called what?
I don't know. Wolf, man.
Wolf. Let's go back. You know what? We changed our mind. We're changing it back to Wolf now. That would be great. Trashman Steve is here. Usually when a male dog mounts another male dog, it's just to show dominance. Exactly. Wasn't a gay dog. Just trying to be dominant. Phil is here. I've seen dogs hump pillows and other objects. Who cares if it's a gay dog? Exactly. I mean, every dog ends up humping a pillow at some point, don't they?
Oh, yeah.
I think
some dogs try to hump their owner. You ever got down and do yoga? You see these videos and their owners are getting, the dogs are going in on their owner while they're doing yoga.
I mean, quite frankly, I've heard of women humping pillows. I mean, and probably dudes. Cares if the dog's humping? That's what dogs do. They hump. Rich B is here. It's just an excuse from a bad person. Everybody knows dogs hump other dogs to assert dominance. Agreed. I think he's just a bad human being. Chet is here. Good morning, Justin and Little Sean. People who dump an animal after acquiring it are a POS in my book. Animals are part of the family. Great show as always. Later. Thank you. Just a bad person. So, for the last couple of weekends, I felt like I've needed to get away for a couple of days. All right? Just get on a plane and go somewhere. And last weekend, it was, I guess, too late or whatever. I'm thinking about going this weekend. And I lived in Miami, South Beach to be exact, when I left Boston for a couple of years or whatever. I really enjoyed my time. I was 25, maybe 26, single. Lived on Lincoln Road at the very end on the water. It was a great time. And South Beach was actually, I had a blast. I'll just be straight up. It was a great time. It was a great year or two when I was there. Fantastic. I used to hang out in South Beach all the time. I guess it's gone downhill a little bit or something. I don't know.
The pre-Versace death days. That's when you were there.
No. It was after he died.
Okay.
But barely after he died. We used to walk by his house all the time.
Well, it was still good.
Oh, it was amazing. Well, apparently in South Beach right now, they're having a little bit of a spring break problem. And it's one thing to have people drinking too many Busch Lights out on the beach in New Smyrna Beach or something, or in Destin, Fort Walton Beach. That's one thing. Like someone knocked over the umbrella, spilled beer on the girl next door. Okay, those are spring break problems. What's going on in Miami Beach is something totally different. This is not our old spring break that's going on down there right now. So much so that Miami Beach has had to declare a state of emergency following so many shootings that they've had in South Beach during the spring break.
Wow.
I'm not going there. I'm still trying to figure out where to go this weekend. I think I'm going to go somewhere.
This is what you'll hear when you're on the beach.
This is South Beach. You're trying to chill out.
This is how it sounds.
Stampedes. Yeah, because nothing more funny than a bunch of people stampeding at me because there are gunshots in the background. It's real funny. That's my idea of spring break. I don't know about yours. Well, officials down there have declared a state of emergency after a weekend that included shootings and overwhelming spring break crowds there on Ocean Drive. We intend to declare a public emergency effective Thursday. So here's how it goes. Wednesday night into Thursday morning, so 12:01 a.m. tomorrow night, essentially. They're shutting it all down through 6 a.m. You got to go home. You can't be out. And who wants to go? I mean, at spring break, you do want to, like, hang out, you know? You don't want to go somewhere that has a state of emergency right now. The mayor said if you want to see what a very frustrated and angry mayor looks like, you're looking at him right now. This is not your mother and father's spring break. This is something wholly different. What the hell is going on down there? Has this been a problem for a while? I don't remember this being such an issue. Not when I was there.
Emergency action following a violent spring break weekend that saw 5 people injured in 2 shootings just 24 hours apart. Police officers were also heard trying to control the crowds.
City leaders now hoping a curfew will curb the chaos. Local 10's Janine Stanwood is live with what you need to know. Janine.
Calvin, Nicole, right now we are near 10th and Ocean. There are a lot of people and a lot of police. Check it out. But the chief says the police presence has not been a crime deterrent. And after the violent weekend that Miami Beach saw, there will now be a curfew again.
We don't want spring break here, but they keep coming.
The party on South Beach will be ending early. After 5 people were injured in 2 shootings on Ocean Drive this past weekend, city leaders declaring a state of emergency and will impose a midnight curfew on most of South Beach south of 23rd Street nightly from Thursday at 12:01 a.m. until Monday at 6 in the morning.
We just simply cannot have people coming to our city and having to worry about being shot.
If this sounds familiar,
City of Miami Beach has declared a state of emergency.
That's because city leaders imposed an even earlier curfew last year after a rash of violence and chaos then.
What I saw this year, made me look at it and almost cringe.
The police chief says they've seized more guns this year. Officers are moving with crowds and responding to incidents immediately. Still,
no matter how much presence that you have out there, that really, for the most part, the prevailing sentiment is it doesn't deter the criminal activity.
We're devastated.
Deja vu all over again.
Business owners who will have to close.
That's enough. You get the point. I'm not going. I'm not going to South Beach right now. Did you hang out in South Beach a lot or no?
I did.
Where did you go? Mangoes?
No.
You ever go to Mangoes?
I did. I did
Prime
go to Mangoes
112?
every now and again. A Fat Tuesdays,
yeah.
like Ocean Ave and Wet Willie's. And
I had the best time down there, but I don't think I would like it now. Certainly not a place to raise children.
No.
But I had fun when I was there.
We stopped going years ago.
Oh, really?
It just got it started getting hood. They just started getting hood. You know, like young kids. As hood, not I don't mean as like black hood or anything like that. I meant hood as like young kids.
Yeah.
Were coming and acting hoodish like this. Oh, fights everywhere for no reason.
See, it was fine when I was there.
It was.
I think I was there
like that.
I think I was there in like 2005, 2006, something like that. And it was fine. I would walk down there in the middle of the night, no problem, all the time. Even my mother would come hang out. My mom liked hanging out there.
And a lot of times it's people that aren't even from Miami.
Oh, yeah, exactly. I know. Speaking of Miami, I don't know why today's Miami Day. There's a few Miami stories. I guess because it's going a little crazy down there right now. But this dude in Miami broke into a shoe store. Broke into the shoe store and stole 20 sneakers. The only problem with this theft is they were all 20 left-footed sneakers. What are you going to do with 20 left-footed sneakers? I mean, I've heard that when you can't dance, you've got 2 left feet or something. I don't know if this was this sort of thing. I don't know.
Maybe he has 1 foot, you know?
Maybe he's a bad dancer. I don't know. But this wasn't just like he walked into the store and was like scooping them up. This was like out of a movie, this guy. Mission Impossible style, this guy. He cut holes in the roof of the shoe store, entered through the ceiling, climbed down along the wall, and he stole 20 shoes. All the left-footed variety. What are you going to do with that? You can't even sell those. You would think if the guy goes to great lengths to cut holes in the ceiling to get into the shoe store to steal some sneakers, you'd be smart enough to steal the lefty and the righty. Maybe even some socks to boot. I don't know. He literally stole 20 sneakers all left foot. What an idiot.
You got to check the camera and look for the guy that hopped away.
He's hopping away. This guy's got to be the biggest idiot. They haven't caught him yet. They do have security footage of him that they released, but oh my goodness. And this is not the first time it happened. 4 years ago in Virginia, there was a rash of burglaries where people were stealing all right-footed shoes. So I don't know if they were trying to match them up. I can't explain it.
How long ago was that?
4 years ago.
Oh, okay. Maybe they just re-released it. He found the store with the left ones.
I think what happens is he was probably like going on the display and like put them into his bag or something. And you know how they only have one shoe on the display? That's the only thing I can really think of. But you would think that if literally you're bringing your toolkit to bust through the ceiling, you would think about that. You would think about that strategy. Oh, I can't steal just the display items because then I'm only going to have 1 foot covered. Dumbass.
He meant to break into the stock room.
He
broke into the sales room.
The most messed up thing about it is that they took a bunch of left shoes. Just come forward and drop off the shoes. Just leave them here. I don't need to turn them over to the cops. I don't care about that.
This is the owner begging for his left shoes back. Because now the owner's stuck with a bunch of righties. He can't do anything with either. He's like, let's make a deal, robber man.
I prayed that God put some sense into them and they just do the right thing at least.
Do the right thing.
Do the right thing. What a dumbass. I'm sorry. Also in Miami, and I like this. You've probably heard of the revenge porn law that we have in Florida. Basically, if you let's say that you and your girl make some videos or whatever. Okay? You know what I'm talking about in the bedroom. You make some videos, then things go sour. And to get back at her, you're going to release videos or send the videos to your buddies or on Twitter or whatever. That happened down in Miami. This Miami-Dade corrections officer has now been fired after arrested for allegedly posting explicit images of his ex-wife on Twitter. Make no mistake, this is a crime. Do not ever do this. And again, you want to talk about being a bad person. You know, if you were going to take some romantic videos that you want to share with your wife or girlfriend or whatever, and then things go sour in the relationship, fine. But you can't go releasing them and embarrassing them because your little heart's hurt a little bit. You can't do it. It's a crime. And in fact, you can probably do about a year for this if you're not careful. Teddy Joseph, 39-year-old man, was charged under Florida's revenge porn law. They also passed a law recently where if you do deep fakes, meaning you doctor images to appear as pornographic ones, you can also you can also get charged for that as well. So like you put a picture of your girlfriend on like a nude body and then send those out. That's also a crime. Well, they're waiting on DeSantis to sign it, but it looks like he's going to. So in this situation, Joseph and his ex-wife are both corrections officers in Miami. He created a Twitter account in June 2019 while they were still married, and he was posting nude photos and videos of her, as well as other unknown women. So maybe that's why they got divorced. I mean, well, where are you getting these other photos of other women there, little Joseph? The victim did not give consent, nor did she have knowledge of the Twitter account until recently, so he is now facing charges. And I like that. I like that we criminalize this. I really do. I don't think it's right for you to go posting photos nude of your ex because you're pissed off, because that's what happens.
And who got to see that?
Everyone at the, I'll tell you.
I wonder if you know how some of the criminals and inmates have access to computers? I wonder if they got to see it.
Oh, you're probably right.
Hey there, officer. I like the back tat. What? How'd you know that?
The images of the woman were circulating throughout the correctional facility where she worked via text and Twitter. So they were all sharing them.
Oh, wow.
And she works there. It's embarrassing. He admitted to creating the account. However, he claimed in a text message to her that he wanted to show others how good she looked. But then in other text messages, he said it was to his buddies, he said it was for revenge, for dumping him. Don't do it. You'll go to jail.
Well,
Trust me.
Now you have all your friends wanting your ex. Thanks.
Exactly.
What kind of revenge is that?
I mean, it's one thing if you want to be like on OnlyFans or whatever and do that yourself. I'm perfectly good with that. I think that you should be able to do whatever you want with your body, but you can't then worry about dumping someone and then they're going to use that to get back at you, to use that as revenge. You can't do it like that. And I'm glad that it's a crime here. I really am. Speaking of OnlyFans, there was, unfortunately, this OnlyFans model had to have brain surgery the other day. Her name's Ruby May. You ever heard of Ruby May?
No.
You ever been on OnlyFans?
No.
You know,
doesn't really, call my attention, to tell you the truth.
And you don't know my theory on this, little Sean, but while we're at it, I should probably tell you. You know, you and I grew up in an age where, the Sears Sunday catalog was about the best thing we had, okay? Before computers and things, right? We had the Sears catalog in, the bra section. I mean, that was a good day for us. And now, I mean, there are literally millions and millions and millions of free porn on your phone. I mean, that's how far we've come. And I do think that, considering there are millions of free videos on your phone right now, that if you pay the $19.99 a month upcharge for the premium, you might have a problem. Okay, that's all I'm saying. I think if you pay the upcharge on Pornhub, you might want to see somebody. And if you do, look, I'm not judging you. I'm not here to judge or bully. I'm just saying, remember when the best we had was the Sears bra section catalog? Now you got 18 million free ones right at the palm of your hands there. If you want to give them your credit card information to pay the upcharge, you might want to talk to somebody. That's all I'm saying. Now, the OnlyFans thing, I could understand a little bit more because I guess you interact with these people or something. Now, I've never done it.
It's more personal.
I would never do it. I would never consider doing it. I don't believe in putting my credit card for any of this stuff like that. It's not my thing.
And again,
I don't need it.
I'm like you. I'm okay with people who do it. If you want to be fans of it, pay for it. Go, do your thing.
I mean, I certainly understand you paying the $9.99 for OnlyFans more than I do the upcharge on Pornhub because you're interacting, or I guess they say your name. I don't know how it works. I just don't know. But I know a lot of people have made a lot of money on OnlyFans, and a lot of people seem to like OnlyFans, and people seem to like this Ruby May. And quite honestly, she seems to like what she does as well, because the other day she ended up taking nude photos of herself for her OnlyFans account while she was in the hospital, still recovering from brain surgery. The last I checked, the brain is a complicated part of our body. And anytime you have to have brain surgery, it's probably not a great day, probably a scary day. Well, she did not let a little brain surgery stop her from posting on her OnlyFans account, Ruby May. Here's what she said.
I am having brain surgery. So if I had this fluid build up in my spine all at once, I wouldn't be able to walk anymore. I'd be paralyzed. But because it's been building up my entire life, my body's learned to live with it. And if it kept going, you can get paralyzed. It's better to get the surgery than to not, because I don't really want to end up paralyzed.
So she, I mean, that's commitment to your job.
Wow.
You got to admit, my girl was getting brain surgery and was still posting nudies on the OnlyFans account. That's a commitment to your audience right there.
It is. It's bringing them along.
I don't even know if I'm committed to Beanbag Nation like that. In fact, I know I'm not. It's not even close. If I'm getting brain surgery, you're not going to hear from my ass for a minute. Little Sean will do the show. I'll text little Sean and give him updates or something, but I'm not going to be posting anything on my OnlyFans account. That's for sure. Just had brain surgery. I'd milk that thing for a month. I'll see you guys in a month or so. Please. I had brain surgery. I'm not going to work. 321-339-1055. Let me hit a couple messages here. If you want to call in, you can too. 321-339-1055. My mother. Hello, Mom. Morning superstars. JC, my favorite trip to this day is going to visit you in South Beach with your cousins. We had a blast. We sure did. We had a lot of fun. They let their hair down that weekend, if you know what I'm saying.
Nice.
Tony's here in Michigan. Attention, attention. Be on the lookout for a one-legged shoe thief.
Hopping around.
Doug is here, Orange City. Sell it to an amputee. I guess that's another option. Karen's here. Good morning, friends. I grew up in Miami. You couldn't pay me enough to move back there now. Southern Yankee. This younger generation, for whatever reason, has more of an entitled mentality, and they think they can do whatever they want, be lawless, and cause disruption in communities. I agree with that, too.
I got a suggestion for them.
Yeah.
I got something that'll take everybody, all these kids, out of South Beach.
What's that?
Turn off the Wi-Fi.
Oh, yeah. That's a wonderful idea.
Done. No Wi-Fi zone. They won't go there.
No, they're because they can't upload stuff onto Snapchat.
No Wi-Fi.
What's the point in doing stuff if you can't put it on your Snap?
Yeah.
Why would I go out drinking and acting crazy tonight if I can't Snapchat my friends that?
Can't get going over there.
Superfan Michael. Once you have the dog neutered, it shouldn't matter. I know. Exactly. That guy, piece of work. Jeremy's here. Zeke's on Lincoln was clutch with $2 for any beer. Great food on the mall there, too. Yeah, dude, I walked up and down Lincoln Road every day. Makaila checks in. God, no, we're not going to Miami. Okay, I guess that's out. David B is here. Hey, guys, they can name their daughter Stormy and their son Rainy. Okay. Rich B is here. It is a bit long, but they need to change the kid's name to somebody. Please help me. My parents are crazy. Oh, maybe. Tia's here in Destin. Hello, Tia. Barker, LOL. What do you mean? I don't know what that means.
Travis Barker.
Oh, is it Barker? Or it says Travis Scott.
It is.
Oh, yeah. I think it's Travis Scott. I think maybe one of the other ones is dating a Travis Barker or something, if I remember correctly. He's the guy that had the plane crash.
Is it Courtney?
Yeah, I get him confused sometimes. I think it's Courtney. I think you're right.
Right.
I think that's accurate. All right, we got to take a break. When we return, Kid Rock was on Tucker Carlson last night, says that he is absolutely not worried at all about getting canceled. He said he doesn't care. He could care less what people think. He's going to say whatever's on his mind. It was a pretty cool interview, actually. And then we know where Kid Rock came up with his band name. It's Kid Rock, right? But then there are all these other bands, and I've always wondered where they came up with their names. Bands such as Foo Fighters, Guns N' Roses, Led Zeppelin, Stone Temple Pilots. I've always wondered where they came up with these names. I actually have directly from them telling us how they came up with these band names and much more to get to. Quick break. It's Justin Clark on the Florida Man Radio Network.
Florida Man Radio.
The Shannon Burke Show.
Well, this is a kind of a text message mediation robot that can help users control their anger when they get upsetting, texts from somebody else.
So that robot could be like the Joel Osteen of your, like the positive thoughts. And like, even though you didn't mean to say that, you're just like, well, he saved my ass. Joel Osteen did it again.
Yeah, like those texts you were sending me this morning while my printer was down and I was so frustrated with it.
The Shannon Burke Show. Weekdays at 3 o'clock Eastern, 2 Central on Florida Man Radio.
At International Diamond Center, nobody tells our story better than our own non-commissioned diamond experts.
In the 17 years that I've been in this industry, I have never been able to offer my clients the things that I can offer at IDC.
What's best about our company is that we have access to far more options than most retailers typically do.
None of us are paid on commission at all, so our interests are pure.
We always encourage people to shop around because we know that our prices are good enough. You will be back.
It's not a selling environment at all. We want to know know what's most important to you and help you get there.
We take care of your ring for life. We invite you in as an extension of our family.
It's about helping each client achieve what they want, to become a hero.
When we approach it in such a straightforward manner, it's refreshing. They almost look at you with a sigh of relief, like you take the mystery away.
The merchandise that we have is unmatched. The prices that we have are incredibly competitive. Our quality is unsurpassed.
International Diamond Center. Discover the difference. Our people. Get store hours, directions, and more at shopidc.com.
Looking for a way to boost value to your home? Not only does Karma Roofing use the best quality materials on our projects, we even offer a free wind mitigation test after we're done building your roof. This can help lower your insurance premium. It's a service that Karma Roofing pays for as a thank you for choosing us. Not sure if you need a new roof? Call us at 321-GO-KARMA or visit us online at karmaroofing.com to set up your free roofing inspection. Karma Roofing, we do the right thing.
CCC 133-2723.
Now everybody's talking about the price of gas. It's at an all-time high. You want to save money on gas? Head over to Orlando Harley-Davidson. Hey, it's Shannon Burke, and Orlando Harley has the largest selection of new and pre-owned Harleys in the state. The 2022s are in, and the new colors are awesome. See the entire inventory at OrlandoHarley.com or go see them in person. With 2 locations, Orlando Harley-Davidson Historic Factory just off I-4 and the Orlando Harley-Davidson South in Kissimmee. For all your Harley-Davidson needs, go to OrlandoHarley.com.
Adam and Eve is not giving you 10% off and not 20% off or even 40%. Your discount is even bigger. AdamandEve.com is giving you a whopping 50% off. But why stop there? In addition to 50% off, you also get 10 free gifts. That includes a racy item for him, a sensuous toy for her, and something we know you'll both enjoy. Ooh. And 6 extra special bonus items that are sure to rev your engine, pique your curiosity, and even blow you away. And best of all, free shipping. Always delivered in discreet packaging. So rethink your bedroom routine. Go to adamandeve.com and enter the station's exclusive code at checkout, FLMAN, and get, you know the discount, 50% off almost any item and 10 tantalizing free gifts. That's FLMAN, FLMAN.
Cooler weather means roaches, fleas, even rats looking for a nice warm place to hide. Head to Do-It-Yourself Pest Products now so you're ready for them. Do-It-Yourself Pest Products, 8355 South Highway 1792, Fern Park, 407-830-4505.
Florida Man Radio is live on iHeartRadio. Download the iHeartRadio app and take Florida Man Radio with you everywhere you go, 24/7.
I can't get enough.
Get breaking news, sports, comedy, talk radio shows, and more, all in one place. And if it's podcasts you're looking for, guaranteed you'll find one for your specific needs right now on the iHeartRadio app. Florida Man Radio is everywhere.
Anywhere I want, anywhere I need.
Thanks to the iHeartRadio app.
Whatever you need, you'll find it at Rental Depot. If you're a handy homeowner and do it yourself for less, or if you're a professional contractor, stop by and grab a bag of free ice anytime. Or forgot a tool? You can pick up anything from a screwdriver to heavy equipment on the fly. Need to haul it? They've got trailers to help you transport all from aerial lifts, excavation equipment, landscaping, and tree trimming, concrete and compaction tools, floor care, and more for any job. Long-term service, half-day rentals, or rent anytime on Saturday, and it's not due till Monday at 8 a.m. Active military get 5% off. RentalDepotFlorida.com.
This is Sgt Slayer. Attend. Today's orders are to go to WeKillFloridaBugs.com. Say it again. WeKillFloridaBugs.com.
WeKillFloridaBugs.com is home of Mighty Tech Pest Management. Get in touch with Mighty Tech today for residential and commercial pest control, termites, wildlife exclusion, and removal. And if mosquitoes are a problem, ask Mighty Tech about them as well. Call for a free evaluation today. 1-888-750-7378.
Say it again. WeKillFloridaBugs.com. Dismissed.
Morrison Management, going above and beyond.
If you live in a community with an HOA, get the max for your fees with Morrison Management. Your voice as a homeowner makes a difference. So mention Morrison. Morrison Management is a local licensed firm that goes above and beyond to make sure your community fees are going to good use. Get a free consultation. Call Tammy Morrison, 407-542-0367 or online Morrison Management LLC.
Morrison Management, going above and beyond.
Gatorland knows you need more animals, more gators, and more fun. And now, Florida residents get what they need for less with $16.50 admission through the end of March. We know what y'all need. Y'all need Gatorland.
Now, back to the Justin Clark Show on Florida Man Radio.
Kid Rock's made a lot of friends here lately. I've been hearing his music on Shando's show quite a bit. Now, I used to hate Kid Rock, but not for the reason you might think. In fact, it's another South Beach story. When I lived down there, I had I didn't have any money or anything really, and we were hanging out to Delano, which is a well-known hotel there.
Prestigious.
Yeah.
I stayed there one day. That was beautiful.
It is nice.
I love that place.
I like it too. But me and my buddy are there, like 25, 26, no money, probably paying $18 a cocktail, being like, wow, I'm really going in debt to buy a few cocktails today. And who's there? None other than Kid Rock. And we have no money. We have no nice car. None of the chicks are looking at us. And we're like, whatever. This kind of sucks. Kid Rock, we're walking through the lobby of the hotel, and Kid Rock rolls in, out of his Ferrari or whatever, two, just smoking hot girls, his arms around both of them, gets in the elevator going upstairs. You know where they were going. And so I was mad at him for that. You can understand why I would be angry.
Oh, for sure.
But the anger has worn off now. And he's released now his new album, Bad Reputation, digitally. He did it yesterday. And he went on Tucker Carlson last night, actually, and Tucker was like, how do you get away with saying and singing all these things that other artists are afraid to say or afraid to sing? And he's basically saying that he's untouchable. Kid Rock says he's uncancelable. And it is kind of refreshing to hear someone say what is on their mind, which is counter to what the narrative is that's being preached to us actually is. It's nice to hear someone that's saying something differently. Because if you say anything like that on social media, you automatically get blocked and banned and all sorts of things. So he's like, you know what, screw it, I'm going to do it. Here's a little bit, a short clip from what he was saying last night.
I'm uncancelable.
What's that?
Because I don't give a And I'm not in bed with any big corporate things at the end of the day. There's nobody I'm beholden to, no record companies, no corporate interests, no nothing. And you can't cancel me.
You never see artists talk like that. They seem very easy to intimidate. At what point did you realize, you're just not going to be intimidated?
Day one.
Really?
I think I crawled out of the womb with both middle fingers in the air.
I love Kid.
I like
That's
that.
awesome, man.
Do we have any music from his new album at all? Bad Reputation. I think it's coming out. The physical album is out April 6th, but the digital version was released yesterday.
This is The Last Dance.
Oh, yeah.
Last time I wanna spin you around. Rock and rollin', driving like it's stolen. Put our worries in the rearview and fall in love again. Drinking and dancing.
See, I kind of like Kid Rock. I don't know why. You?
Yeah.
All right, good. I kind of like Kid Rock. Kind of puts me in a good mood. Kid Rock does.
He's like the white Snoop.
Is that what it is? Yeah.
They're both uncancelable.
Is he the OG now? Is he the white OG?
Oh, Kid Rock's always been
Okay.
an OG. Kid Rock's, he transcends genres.
Yeah. He just doesn't give two S's either. He's like,
awesome.
I'm going to say whatever I want to say. I don't care. And I think that, and the older he gets, I think the less he cares.
I think he should open up a record company.
Yeah. Let's do it.
Hire artists that think like him.
And we know where he came up with his band name. It's Kid Rock. I mean, that didn't take a rocket scientist. But then there are all these other rock bands that I've always wondered where they came up with their names. And I really genuinely never knew. Some of them are easy once you start to hear about where they came up with them, and some of them are a little bit more complex, I would say. Let's go through the list here. Stone Temple Pilots. I don't know if I haven't listened to a lot of Stone Temple Pilots, I would say, or certainly not in a long time. Any idea where they got their name? What do you think?
I don't know.
They were inspired by the STP motor oil logo to come up with an STP. Stone Temple Pilots.
Okay.
STP motor oil logo. What about Green Day?
Love Green Day.
What do you think? Where do you think they came up with that name?
Maybe Hangover?
They all shared a fondness for marijuana.
Oh!
So they decided to use the Bay Area slang term for spending an entire day doing nothing but smoking weed.
Green Day, huh?
haven't heard Green Day in a while. I think I think they performed somewhere, maybe in Tampa recently. I saw a lot of people posting about it.
They're awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, it's been a minute. Hi, Green Day. What's up? Let's see here. Foo Fighters. Any thoughts? I won't test you anymore. I'll just tell you. How is that? Because there's no way that we would even know. Foo Fighters, Dave Grohl recorded the first record by himself totally. So he was completely by himself, but he wanted people to think that he was in a group. So he went with the World War II term for UFOs and made sure it was plural. So he had no band or anything. He did the whole record himself, but he wanted to seem like he had this whole band. So he said, we'll call them the Foo Fighters.
Smart.
Yeah.
And then fill in the band later.
Yeah, exactly.
Took off.
Guns N' Roses. Dave the drummer, do you want to play along here, buddy? Dave the drummer knows everything about music, especially rock music. He probably knows this. Guns N' Roses was when members of LA Guns and Hollywood Rose got together. They just merged the band names together. You like Guns N' Roses?
Oh, yeah. Most iconic bands. One of the most. This brings me back to moving to the United States from Puerto Rico to Rochester, New York.
Really? How does it remind you of that? Just the timing? Or?
The timing, yeah, and the music. That's the music that was out. That's when radio didn't have they didn't have like hip-hop radio and like pop radio and this radio. Like there was a radio station, PXY, I believe, in Rochester, New York, that just played the hits. And, you know, they would play Guns N' Roses, and then after that they would play Whitney Houston, and then after that they would play MC Hammer.
I used to love this song.
November Rain?
Yes. Loved it. I think I played this as well on my one day on college radio before I got fired.
Man, I used to have a crush on this girl. This reminds me of her because she used to love that music, you know, and her name was Jennifer, and she used to wear the Aquanet hair.
Really?
You know, the wall.
Yeah. This reminds me of a girl, too, actually, when I was in, I guess, my freshman year of college. I forgot her name. Dara. Her dad was, like, super loaded. And I don't remember what happened, but it just dawned on me. It reminds me of her.
Let me ask you this. Have you ever looked her up on Facebook?
Nah.
Never tried?
Nah. I don't care.
Yeah.
The ship has sailed long ago.
Neither here.
I hope she's doing great, though. Led Zeppelin? The Yardbirds broke up. Jimmy Page started the new Yardbirds with Robert Plant. John Paul Jones and John Bonham. Keith Moon told Jimmy that the project would crash and burn like a, quote, lead balloon. He said it was going to be it's going to burn, crash. It's going to fail like a lead balloon. So they turned the lead balloon into Led Zeppelin. So I never heard that. Did anyone know that? Has anyone ever heard that story? I did not know that at all. I had no clue. I had no idea.
Before my time.
Yeah. Let's see who else we have here. The Beatles, after John Lennon recruited Paul McCartney and George Harrison, they became Johnny and the Moondogs. Johnny and the Moondogs. But then it turned into the Beatles, but like Beetles, like a beetle, as a tribute to Buddy Holly and the Crickets. And then they turned that into the Silver Beatles, Beatles, and then ultimately just the Beatles. So, I don't know. It's pretty interesting. I don't know where they come up with all this stuff, but I guess there's a story behind it. I didn't play any Foo Fighters, by the way. Do we like the Foo Fighters? Like Dave Grohl? He's the one that chews gum all the time, right?
I don't know.
Hey, Dave the drummer. Is Dave Grohl the guy who chews gum every time?
While he sings?
Yeah. I think so. I'm pretty sure.
I remember Dave Grohl, right? Wasn't he Satan? From the movie with The Pick of Death, you know.
I think you're right. Yes, I believe that is accurate.
What movie is that?
I forgot. I know exactly what you're talking about, though. I know exactly what you're talking about. Anyway, I have plenty more, but I think that's enough. I think we've wasted enough showtime on that at this point. So
That's good to know, though.
Yeah, exactly.
Useless knowledge. A lot of these trivia games at these bars that you could probably use that to win tonight. Trivia Tuesday.
The Beach Boys. There's also a lot of embarrassing stories from some of these bands, and really just famous people in general. The Beach Boys, in fact, they recorded a song, and this is true statement. They recorded a song that was written by Charles Manson before he became famous for, killing everybody, basically. Charles Manson was befriended by drummer Dennis Wilson, who brought the track to the band to record. It was originally called Cease to Exist, but they recorded it under Never Learn Not to Love. So literally the Beach Boys recorded a song written by Charles Manson. Here it is. I'm going to piss a lot of people off right now.
Did he play this for his victims?
I guess so. I'm going to piss a lot of people in this audience off right now. I was never a big Beach Boys guy myself. I just wasn't. You same with you?
Yeah, Wiping Out. They used to play that on the radio when I was young, and I
just never got that into the Beach Boys. I'm sorry. Judge me if you wish. I've just never been a big Beach Boys
guy. I found out
guy.
about the Beach Boys, the Wipeout song, because of the Fat Boys.
Oh, really?
Hip-hop.
How did that happen?
They did a song called Wipeout.
Oh. Okay.
And they used the sample.
Oh, really?
Wiping Out.
Ugh. See, this is just not my jam. I'm about to get a lot of hate mail, by the way. Trust me, I can feel when the hate mail's about to come. Hate mail's about to come. All right, there you go. That's Beach Boys performing the hit written by Charles Manson.
Wow.
Never Learn Not to Love.
This is the Fat Boys one.
You're ending your retirement. I am still retired.
Fast forward. That's how I found out about the Beach Boys, through the Fat Boys.
Yeah.
Wait, I got a story about the Fat Boys and how they got their name.
All right, go ahead.
Because Charlie, he was their manager way back in the day, so they were called something else. I don't.
Charlie who?
Charlie Stetler, I believe.
Oh, okay.
That was their main manager. So he took them to Germany.
Yeah.
And he had them up at a hotel there. And they were eating so much food that the guy from downstairs, when Charlie came back in, he was like, "Hey, your guys from upstairs, the guys, the Fat Boys, they keep ordering so much food, those Fat Boys." So he came upstairs, Charlie, he was like, "Oh, we're going to wipe out your name. Your name from now on is the Fat Boys."
Yes.
And that's how they became the Fat Boys. Yeah.
The rest is history. This isn't music stories, other embarrassing celebrity stories, I guess. Robert Pattinson. I think I've heard of him. I'm not really.
Man, Robert Pattinson.
Yeah,
the vampire.
Oh, yeah, that's right. In
Twilight, right?
There you go. In 2008, he did a film called Little Ashes. And in the scene, they had him pleasuring himself in the scene, But he's admitted now that he wasn't faking it when he was pleasuring himself. He wanted it to be natural. He tried a few times to fake it. It just didn't seem right. So he fully, I guess anything to be in the moment.
Did he have the Sears catalog in the background?
Yeah, I don't know.
OnlyFans?
the bra section. Chloe Sevigny, how do you say it? Sevigny. Chloe, I don't know how to say it. Sevigny, whatever. Gave legit on-screen oral pleasure to Vincent Gallo in the 2003 movie The Brown Bunny. And she's spoken publicly about not regretting it at all. She thought it was great for the film. Okay.
What does he do if he has a girlfriend?
Yeah. Probably you lie when you get home. Like, nah, that was fake. She's a really good faker. Yeah. I don't
We're actors, babe. We're actors.
Yeah, that wouldn't work in my life for sure. Either way, trust me. Gary Busey. Did he die or is he still around, Gary Busey? Do you know he's still around? He just had a lot of problems, I know.
I know his nephew lives here.
Oh, really? Well, he once got into a fist fight with another actor on set about what heaven looks like. He says he saw heaven during a near-death experience after his motorcycle crash in 1988, and he had a big fight there because he was describing what heaven looked like, and another actor on set was disagreeing. Wow. That's a really good thing to have a fight about on set. Melanie Griffith was clawed in the face by a lion and nearly lost her eye when she was in her early 20s.
Wow.
And just on and on and on. Did you ever want to be an actor?
Yeah.
You did?
Yeah, I
did
do.
You ever
I do acting.
You do?
Yes,
What do you
sir.
do?
Well, whatever auditions come my way or whatnot. The last thing we did was nothing big, just like a Sunny's commercial.
Oh, really?
I was like, hey, man, were you in a Sunny's commercial?
Yeah.
Like in the background.
I didn't know that.
I did a show in like the early 2000s on Nickelodeon that was called Taina.
Taina.
And I played like her love interest, if you will, called, my name was Gustavo.
Really?
Yeah, on
Gustavo.
the show.
How many episodes did you go?
It was one episode.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was there for a week, which was amazing.
A
It was
week?
filmed in front of a live. Yeah, because the whole
Really?
week you do the read, the table read, and then you act it out,
Yeah.
and then you act out, in your wardrobe, and then you do it for the audience on the Friday, which is filmed. And that's why you have the live audience laughing or whatnot. And I love acting. Bro.
Where did this take place?
Universal Studios.
So right down the street.
Yeah.
This stuff pays crap though, right? Doesn't it? I mean, I've heard acting, unless you get big, it just pays horribly.
It does. If you get like extra work,
Yeah.
you get like $100 for the day.
Really?
You're there for like 12 plus hours.
$100
sometimes.
bucks
But
for
it's
the
all
day?
about the relationship. It's all
Yeah.
about building the relationship with the casting directors and letting
Right.
them know that you're available and then you start getting principal roles. And that's where the money starts rolling in because they have to pay you residuals and.
Got it. All right, we got to take a break. When we get back, little Sean's going to get us off of his lawn. He's going to flex. Get off my lawn. I'm little Sean. Also, I like to stay in Airbnb. Sometimes I do. And I did steal one thing from one Airbnb one time.
Uh-oh.
And I'm going to admit what it was. And it's a little bit of a romantic story, in fact. Theft isn't normally romantic, but I'll tell you that story. However, a group of friends in Oklahoma stayed in an Airbnb last week, and they stole everything, including the washer, the dryer, the refrigerator, the couch, the hairdryer, the vacuum, and ripped the TVs off the wall. I'll tell you about them and plenty more. Quick break. It's Justin Clark on the Florida Man Radio Network.
Florida Man Radio.
It's Jesse Kelly. It's only right for me to have a home here at Florida Man Radio, unfiltered and unafraid. That's what you get from me, unapologetically. Take a ride with me, and we'll talk everything from pizza to politics. Whether it's tackling serious issues the mainstream media outlets are too scared to touch, or having a good time cracking jokes with all my red-blooded Americans out there. It's all for you weeknights at 7 p.m. on 660 AM and 105.5 FM, Florida Man Radio.
Whatever you need, you'll find it at Rental Depot. If you're a handy homeowner and do it yourself for less, or if you're a professional contractor, stop by and grab a bag of free ice anytime. Or forgot a tool? You can pick up anything from a screwdriver to heavy equipment on the fly. Need to haul it? They've got trailers to help you transport all from aerial lifts, excavation equipment, landscaping, and tree trimming, concrete and compaction tools, floor care, and more for any job. Long-term service, half-day rentals, or rent anytime on Saturday, and it's not due till Monday at 8 a.m. Active military get 5% off. RentalDepotFlorida.com.
One thing I like about IDC is we're very transparent.
Meet John DiSabatino, manager at International Diamond Center.
Somebody comes in and they're looking for a diamond. We're very transparent on what that diamond is.
In fact, at IDC, they'll share with you the inside secrets of the diamond industry, teach you how to buy like a dealer buys with a no-holds-barred diamond education, including how to value a diamond on the world market.
We don't believe on creating an artificial markup and then coming down on the price, which you'll see a lot of our competitors will do. We even have customers that'll leave other jewelry stores, walk in here, and then the other jewelry stores calling them again and taking another $1,000 off the price. Well, what was the real price?
It's different at IDC because there's nothing to hide. No pricing games, no tricks, no old school ridiculous margins.
We look at overall volume. We're not looking at trying to make this huge profit.
It's all about putting you first and respecting your intelligence.
So coming here at IDC, you're going to get the best merchandise at the best prices, and you're going to get the best experience.
International Diamond Center, 4 Orlando area locations. Online at shopidc.com.
Gatorland knows you need more animals, more gators, and more fun. And now, Florida residents get what they need for less with $16.50 admission through the end of March. We know what y'all need. Y'all need Gatorland.
Getting old is fake news.
Guys, if life is still going at full speed, but keeping up is getting harder, Teen Clinic USA can help. Work, the gym, and keeping up with the kids can be a challenge. But for as little as $99 a month, be the dad that's ready to go. Improve your life with Teen Clinics USA.
Making men great again in Orlando.
Get your energy and your stamina back and be the best you can be. Visit tclinicsusa.com or call 407-878-7889. That's 407-878-7889.
Four Seasons was asked what you can do to help keep your home healthy in regards to your AC. 1. Use a good pleated filter. 2. Ventilate. Open your windows if the temp and humidity outside are tolerable. And 3. Eliminate the viruses and bacteria in the air. Some ionization air purifiers kill cold and flu viruses but have yet been tested on the COVID virus. So make sure you know the facts. And always keep your system maintained and cleaned. Contact Four Seasons AC at 4acnow.com. Four Seasons AC, the AC company you wish you called first.
Don't miss one of America's most outrageous comics, Andrew Dice Clay, on the Hard Rock Live stage Friday, March 25th.
Miss Muffet sat on a coffin.
Tickets on sale now.
Occurred some way.
Andrew Dice Clay, March 25th, Hard Rock Live Orlando.
Long came a Spidey, sat down beside, he said,
Get
hey,
tickets and info at hardrockliveorlando.com.
what's in the bowl? Oh!
Welcome back to the Dog Show. Up next, we have Satchmo. Satchmo is a member of the Shelter Pet Group.
That's right, a group known especially for their couch-snuggling, ball-chasing, face-licking, tail-wagging, backyard-hanging, and, of course, companionship.
And what breed would you say Satchmo is?
I'd have to go with maybe a lavish terrier-hound chihuahua-looking kind of mix.
Tremendous dog.
I'd also like to point out Satchmo's coloring, a white, gray, brown, black brindle, simply marvelous.
You know, it's such a treat to watch a dog like this.
Now, let's see him in action.
Look how he makes eye contact with his person.
That's actually known as the treat stare.
How intuitive. And now he appears to be excitedly turning in circles.
Ah, the happy dance, so common with this group.
And finally, the loving face lick.
It's great how he just gets in there and, well, licks.
Fantastic. But really, the best way to know an amazing shelter pet like Satchmo is to meet one.
Visit theshelterpetproject.org today. Adopt.
Brought to you by Maddie's Fund, the Humane Society of the United States, and the Ad Council.
Tuffy Tire and Auto Service has multiple Central Florida locations for affordable automotive repairs, tires, and more. Visit TuffyCF.com for the location near you. This news report is driven by Tuffy Tire and Auto Service.
Good morning, I'm News 6 anchor Stephen Montiero. Here are your Tuesday morning headlines. Some Disney workers plan to spend part of their day today walking off the job. They're upset the company didn't do more to push back against the state's new parental rights education bill. The bill bans the discussion of things like sexual orientation and gender identity through kindergarten through third grade. Supporters say it's parents, not teachers, that should discuss those topics with younger kids. And two men from Texas are facing charges accused of stealing catalytic converters from cars at UCF. Investigators say surveillance cameras caught the pair on campus with tools in their hands before they were tracked down with several other converters at a hotel near the airport. Police think the two may be part of an organized theft ring. And get this, huge news for high school seniors in Osceola County. Leaders are using money from the American Rescue Plan to offer free college tuition for all 2022 graduates. The money is good at both Valencia Community College and Osceola Technical College. Remember, you can get breaking news around the clock at clickorlando.com and the News 6 app. I'm Steve Montiero. Have a good one.
WTYC, Altamont Springs, WOTW HD3, Windermere, WXUS, HD3, Tunellen, Ocala, WCLB, Valparaiso, Florida Man Radio. Now, back to the Justin Clark Show on Florida Man Radio.
Hour number 2 for a Tuesday has arrived. Little Sean is here. Beanbag Nation, along for the ride. Join us right here in the studio. 321-339-1055. Some breaking news during the break. I think important breaking news. We were able to acquire some footage of Lil Sean acting on Nickelodeon. Is that correct? Yeah. We were able to obtain some footage from that.
Yes, sir.
I'd like to play it. I'm dying for it. So is Beanbag Nation.
I put it up on the Facebook as well.
Oh, nice. Florida Man Radio Facebook page. Follow us there, and you can watch it as well. All right, I'm dying to hear this.
She wrote me a letter.
She wrote you a letter?
Gustavo, please, ven acá.
It's me blowing her a kiss. And then it goes into her video. Every episode, she like daydreamed. So she's a good, she's a great artist. So every episode she sang a different song.
Who is this lady? I'm sorry.
Her name is Christina Vidal.
Oh,
that's
was
her
she
real
famous?
name. Yeah, she's still doing TV.
Really?
She's still doing shows.
I don't know. I don't really know her. I don't think.
Yeah, Christina Vidal, and she's still doing a lot of things in Hollywood. But yeah, this was her show on Nickelodeon back in the day. It's called Taina.
Got it. That was your
And then
big
they
break.
involved me in the video as well, so you'll see me like dancing with her and all that. It was a good time.
Lil Sean doesn't have two left feet, that's for sure. Speaking of Lil Sean, I think it's time to get off my lawn with Lil Sean.
Hey. I got some good news here for everybody. Especially people who are trying to help somebody in your family if they're suffering from kidney disease.
Okay.
Now there's a hospital in Houston that pulled a 10-person kidney swap off this month. So
what?
Any other hospital, get off my lawn if you can't do that. All right. Now, if your loved one needs a kidney, this is what this hospital did, okay? And they're not a match, they can donate to someone else in exchange for one.
Really?
And that's what they did. They offered that, and 10 people got kidneys over the course of 4 days, and they're all doing great right now.
It beats the hell out of the pig kidney that they've been trying to give people lately. They've been trying to give people pig kidneys lately.
Ugh.
This one dude got one recently. I don't know whatever happened to him.
Pig kidneys.
Pig kidneys. Yes.
I heard of pig valves.
Yeah, well,
for the heart.
They gave this one dude because I guess he was a druggie or something. So he didn't qualify for a regular human kidney. They gave him a pig kidney, or he was gonna die. I don't really know whatever happened to him.
All right, so this girl named Jennifer Zhang is telling every other college that she applied to get off her lawn because all of them said no to her.
Really?
Every single college that she applied for said no to her except for one college.
Oh.
This is her receiving, opening her last letter, if you will.
This is the hardest thing I've ever had to do.
Finally! She opened her last letter. She got accepted by Penn, which is
Penn?
a big time college.
That's a good school.
And she'll be the first person in her family to go to college as well. So that's awesome.
I love those stories.
Same here, by the way.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, the first person in my family to graduate high school.
I love them. I
Go to
love those
college.
stories.
And someone also surprised her grandmother. Get this. Their grandma used to go to this church forever, got married at a church, had her kids married at the church, has been going to this church for like hundreds of years, if you will. She's an old lady. So the church got bulldozed, they got broken down. So she was, she was heartbroken until they saved a pew for her and they presented it to her. They took it to her house, and this is them giving it to her.
Mary, you know where that came from? Oh, that's St. Mary's. Oh, St. Mary's. Beautiful.
Something so simple can make
Yeah.
somebody so happy. So many memories. You
That's
know what
awesome.
I'm saying? And that pew that she's seen her daughter get married. She got married in the same house,
I love
in the
it.
same church, and they did bulldoze it down. That's the only thing that was saved.
I kind of like this positivity from you. It kind of puts me in a good mood. I like this positive news section.
Yeah, we got to give good news. People are tired of bad news all day.
Like, I've got to address dude drops off dog because he thinks it's gay. I got to deal with Beach Boys, play Charles Manson music.
Miami
now,
Spring Breakers.
Now you got ladies 100 and they tear down our church and they save her a pew. I like this. Boom. I'm in a good mood all of a sudden.
That's it.
That's
the
it?
other-
Oh.
yeah, those were the last
Good
stories.
job. And-
I thought you were waiting for another one. No, that was it.
And
There's a veterinarian in Ukraine that's doing good things, but
All right.
he's just rescuing dogs and cats right now. So
Good, guys.
there's nothing they're not doing here.
Excellent work. That's been Get Off My Lawn with Little Sean.
Hey!
Whoa. Good job. 321-339-1055. Some other people have some bands and where they came up with their name, by the way. Let's check in on some of these. Godsmack. The lead singer was making fun of someone with a cold sore. The next day, he had a cold sore himself, and one of the other band members said, "You got God smacked," and the name stuck, I guess. Huh.
I guess it would have been karma had he used that.
Pete said Guns N' Roses also recorded a Charles Manson song. I think it was called It's Your Game, Girl. Really? I didn't know that. Ray Oviedo. Good morning, guys. I thought this was Justin Clark's show. Ray, stop it. Superfan Michael's here. I love the Beach Boys, but I still love you too, Justin. You are entitled to your opinion. Thank you. Steven, Fort Walton Beach. Handsome, strong man, great hair. Jethro Tull was named for Ian Anderson's high school teacher. Really? Trashman Steve, can you just play some Matt Berry instead of the Beach Boys, please? Thank you, Trashman. He agrees with me that we don't love the Beach Boys. I just don't. Dave the Drummer's here. Good morning, gang. Love the new show title according to Shando. It's now the Lil Sean Show with Lil JC. Kid Rock isn't wrong. He can't be canceled. I knew the stories about Zeppelin and Guns N' Roses, but not Foo Fighters or STP. I do not like Green Day. Really? Let's see here. Shane B is here. Do you seriously not know about the famous lead balloon that crashed and burned? Nope. Everdry J, Atlanta. STP used to stand for Shirley Temple's P word. Then they were signed and had to change to Stone Temple Pilots. Is that true or is that a joke? David G. Steely Dan is an instrument of female pleasure derived from an Edgar Rice Burroughs novel. Really? 407 checks in. Who is this? Welcome to the show, 407. Speaking of Green Day, Billy Joe Armstrong has a 3.5-inch worm only, according to Plaster Casters. Metal Fab Man said, I changed my daughter's name similar to what they did, from Dakota to Summer. I also did not think Dakota fit her. She is my youngest and younger than my girlfriend. And I responded, okay, if you did, then I'm cool with it. Because I like him. Yeah, how old was she? Metal Fab Man, how old was your daughter when you did it? I said, okay, if you did it, I'm cool with it. Like your girlfriend being younger, I'm living that. It's kind of awesome. So I'm in agreement with him. And so many more messages. Join us, 321-339-1055. So I kind of have an admission to make, I guess. And I'm not a thief. I'm not. Now, it did come out on the show that I didn't pay for some keys at the Home Depot the other day on accident. And, you know, it was just kind of hard. It was just a long story. I tried my best to pay. No one would come help. I was buying hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of dollars worth of stuff, like hitting the bell, like ding, ding, like someone come over, like the red light was flashing.
Yeah, no one?
No one. I was like, I was doing the self-checkout in the garden section.
Okay.
So I checked everything out. I had these little keys. That's it. That was the only thing left after $700 or whatever. I was hitting the thing with the red lights going off, the ding, 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 I like waving at people. No one. I was like, so I pulled my car over, loaded everything up, went back, still no one. I was like, whatever, I'm out of here.
Took the keys.
I did. I admit it. Now, also, you know, most of you know that I was sort of homeless for a little bit. I think I moved out of my old house in maybe August, something like that. And then I sort of stayed at my neighbor Eddie's house for 2 or 3 months.
Okay.
And then finally one day in, I believe, right around Thanksgiving, I rented it. I needed my own place. I needed my own space. I was going crazy. And it was just like that day, I was like, I need something today. I don't care. So I booked this place on Airbnb in Lake Mary for the month and a half. So from like Thanksgiving through the end of the year. It was like stupid expensive too, like $8,000 or something for 6 weeks. It was something ridiculous. It was 600 square feet. But when I moved in there, in the closet, there was a picture of a giraffe. And it's just ironic because Makaila calls herself a baby giraffe all the time because she's tall. And it was just sort of ironic that it was there and whatnot. And she was like, we're taking that. And I was like, well, it was probably like $4. So I don't think it's going to be that big of a deal, but it kind of meant something to us, I would say. And then one night, I kind of put the date on it and I actually wrote on this painting. It's not a painting, like a canvas of a giraffe. Wrote like a little note saying to our first play, blah, blah, blah. Okay.
Awesome.
Kind of a sweet thing. And we actually did take it. And now it's in our current home. Okay. Which is 1,200 square feet or something. I don't know. It's big. I broke it all down and I'm going back up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so I kind of...
But you got the memory from when it was down.
Yes. And then later on, she wrote a note on it too. So it's sort of something that will always be a memory for us. And I felt badly about that little, I guess, a theft in some ways. However, don't go stealing from your Airbnb like these people did in Oklahoma because they stole everything. Everything. The washer, the dryer, the refrigerator, They ripped all the TVs off the wall and stole them as well. But it was easy for the cops to track these guys down because they use their actual name and IDs to rent the place.
That's
yeah. They just use
smart.
They just use a regular ID. What's more dumb, this or the 20 left foot shoe guy?
This
might be even more dumb. You're right. The booking was made on Airbnb. This is in Oklahoma for one person and their pet. But security cameras showed 5 or 6 people ransacking the place. You have cameras inside, though? Is that do they do that? Like if you rent an Airbnb, you have to worry about them having cameras inside? That's kind of weird, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
How do they have the security footage? It says security cameras showed 5 or 6 people ransacking the place. Unless it was maybe outside, but it doesn't say that. There better not be a camera in my Airbnb.
Or maybe the camera that was pointing out, to see when people are coming in and they see when they were leaving with all the furniture and TVs and they see the people coming in and out.
They stole a whole bunch of small stuff like the hair dryer, the vacuum. But they also ripped every TV off of every wall, the washer, the dryer, the refrigerator. They ended up leaving the washer in the middle of the living room, actually, so we don't know if they ran out of time or just ran out of space. We don't know. But again, one of them used their actual ID to book the place, so cops know who they are, and everyone's been arrested now. Don't do that,
idiot.
Let's not do that. You don't need to be ransacking your Airbnb.
I admit, the only thing I've taken is like shampoo and lotion and stuff like that from hotels.
I think that's expected. I don't even know if they really, I'm sure they do reuse it, but absolutely. You definitely take the little shampoo bottles.
Yeah, I take them.
Absolutely.
And I put them in my little bag.
In your little toiletry bag.
Yeah.
Hell yes. Who doesn't?
Because who's going to go to the gym? If you go to the gym and work out at the gym and take a shower at the gym, who's going to use the actual soap at the gym?
I
Unless you
absolutely
forget your stuff at
think
home.
there's nothing wrong with taking the shampoo, the conditioner, the body lotion, and the soap. 100%. Although I don't use body lotion. Do you? No.
Well, I use lotion.
You do?
Yeah.
Every day? Pretty much?
Not every day.
Not every day.
But sometimes I look in the mirror like, ooh, I'm ashy.
Oh, really? So you do like the
I
whole
need to
lotion
drink more
deal.
water, that's why.
The whole lotion deal, like the whole body.
No, not the whole, like the arms and the...
Oh, okay. Where you feel ashy?
Yeah.
Okay, I see. Now, do you normally feel ashy on the legs or the arms, or is it both, or is it random?
Legs and the arms.
Okay.
Sometimes it depends if it's super hot outside. I think I'm super ashy. I'm like, I gotta put some on my head.
I just hate the feeling of lotion. I don't know. It's not my thing. Lotion. I don't like it. I don't like then laying in bed after the shower and feeling all lotiony. I don't like it at all. But have you been to a hotel lately? And I am convinced that hotels are not cleaning our rooms anymore, not because of the virus. I don't think they're doing it. I think they're using the pandemic as an excuse to not bring us fresh towels and clean our rooms. I mean, that's what we liked about a hotel, was you come in at night and you got all these new fresh towels and the room is clean. They just don't do that anymore. And they're using excuses like staffing shortages or social distancing, but I think it might be to save money. Let's be honest with one another. Why hotels aren't cleaning anymore. They're not even doing daily housekeeping at all, I don't think.
No.
They really aren't.
The other day when I went to Tampa for the freestyle concert last weekend, I was there. Usually when you're at a hotel, my experience, 11:30, 12 o'clock, you got somebody knocking.
Yeah.
Housekeeping.
Exactly.
I was there till like 12:30 watching the NCAA games.
I don't think they come anymore. And then you have to like special request to even get new towels and things. So at my house, when I take a shower, I will use the same towel for several days in a row. Will you? No.
2 days.
2 days. So I'll go until the towel magically gets into the washing machine, right? However that happens. So I'll go a whole week. I don't care. But that's the nice thing about a hotel is once you're done with the towel, you throw it on the floor knowing you're going to get a new towel the next day. It's a little luxury of not being at home.
Right.
That ship has sailed. There's no more daily towel service at any hotel. And I think they're using the pandemic as an excuse to save money. That's my feeling.
Yeah.
Franklin the mailman, what up?
I'm just out here working. I just wanted to make a comment about when you were talking about the camera being an Airbnb.
Yes.
I actually know a few people that do Airbnbs, and they actually put cameras in their house specifically because of in the past people have had parties that they weren't supposed to have at these Airbnbs.
Mm-hmm.
So they actually have cameras like in the kitchen, the family room, the dining room, and the hallways, but not in the bedrooms.
Okay. And that's fine, I guess, but it's not fine for me. And that should have to be disclosed on the front page. Like, we have cameras in the living room because things go on there too. Or you get out of the shower, you walk around naked. I don't know.
Right.
I don't want a camera anywhere in the Airbnb. If you want to put it outside where you can see people coming in and out, fine.
You just put out in public and gave everybody a visual image of what you do in your family room.
Wow, I just made everyone really feeling sexual. That's what I did, Franklin. There are a lot of women out there now in Beanbag Nation who are feeling some type of way. That's what I did.
and then now Makaila has to kill all of them.
All right, brother. Have a good day.
Anyway.
Bye. Yeah, I apologize about turning all the females on out there in Beanbag Nation. My bad. I didn't mean to do that to you on a Tuesday. Let's take a break. When we get back, a flight attendant was on a podcast a couple days ago, and she revealed what happened when people die on an airplane. And her answer is, it's kind of a little bit sick, a little bit scary, I think. We'll play that and plenty more. Quick break. It's Justin Clark on the Florida Man Radio Network.
Florida Man Radio.
Get your fix of Florida Man Radio anytime and anywhere you are. Of course, you can catch Florida Man on 660 AM and 105.5 FM. But now you can listen wherever you are with the all-new Florida Man Radio app. And don't miss a second of the conversation at home by listening on your Alexa device. Just say, Alexa, play 105.5 Florida Man Radio. Florida Man is everywhere, unfiltered, unafraid. Get it how you need to, now. Bubba the Love Sponge.
Hey, it's Bubba the Love Sponge. Listen every weekday mornings right here on Florida Man Radio. Powered by Anna Jar and Levine, Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733.
Now everybody's talking about the price of gas. It's at an all-time high. You want to save money on gas? Head over to Orlando Harley-Davidson. Hey, it's Shannon Burke, and Orlando Harley has the largest selection of new and pre-owned Harleys in the state. The 2022s are in, and the new colors are awesome. See the entire inventory at OrlandoHarley.com or go see them in person. With 2 locations, Orlando Harley-Davidson Historic Factory just off I-4 and the Orlando Harley-Davidson South in Kissimmee. For all your Harley-Davidson needs, go to OrlandoHarley.com.
Getting old is fake news.
Guys, if life is still going at full speed, but keeping up is getting harder, Teen Clinic USA can help. Work, the gym, and keeping up with the kids can be a challenge. But for as little as $99 a month, be the dad that's ready to go. Improve your life with Teen Clinics USA.
Making men great again in Orlando.
Get your energy and your stamina back and be the best you can be. Visit teenclinicsusa.com or call 407-878-7889. That's 407-878-7889.
If you're not careful, you can overpay for a diamond by thousands of dollars.
Most people go from store to store, website to website shopping for diamonds or looking for 4 C's.
International Diamond Center's Robbie Blue says looking at the 4 C's is not enough.
There are many other criteria that affect how a diamond will look and how it will price out that very few informative sources will tell you about.
That's why at IDC you get a thorough diamond education, learn the inside secrets, and understand how to avoid a costly mistake.
A to Z, from Z back to A, to make sure you understand the investment that you're making and making sure you don't overinvest. In the jewelry industry, you don't get that everywhere. You just get, it's pretty, it's this price, I'll discount it, do you want to buy it? And they don't care if they ever see you again.
So even if you don't buy from IDC, come see us first to learn how to be a smart shopper and buy like a dealer buys. International Diamond Center. Get store hours and directions and learn more at shopidc.com.
Adam and Eve is not giving you 10% off and not 20% off or even 40%. Your discount is even bigger. AdamandEve.com is giving you a whopping 50% off. But why stop there? In addition to 50% off, you also get 10 free gifts. That includes a racy item for him, a sensuous toy for her, and something we know you'll both enjoy. Ooh. And 6 extra special bonus items that are sure to rev your engine, pique your curiosity, and even blow you away. And best of all, free shipping. Always delivered in discreet packaging. So rethink your bedroom routine. Go to adamandeve.com and enter the station's exclusive code at checkout, FLMAN, and get, you know the discount, 50% off almost any item and 10 tantalizing free gifts. That's FLMAN, FLMAN.
Four Seasons was asked what you can do to help keep your home healthy in regards to your AC. 1. Use a good pleated filter. 2. Ventilate. Open your windows if the temp and humidity outside are tolerable. And 3. Eliminate the viruses and bacteria in the air. Some ionization air purifiers kill cold and flu viruses but have yet been tested on the COVID virus. So make sure you know the facts. And always keep your system maintained and cleaned. Contact Four Seasons AC at 4acnow.com. Four Seasons AC, the AC company you wish you called first.
Turn your truck into a top truck.
Check out that truck.
Fueling Central Florida since 1996. Top Trucks of Central Florida specializes in lift kits, accessories, suspension, and performance. Anything you need. See the difference 25 years of experience makes. No appointment needed for a quote. Just getting started, an expert, or anything in between. Top Trucks of Central Florida makes every job personal. For more info, check out TopTrucks4x4.com. That's TopTrucks4x4.com. We sell everything but the truck.
Struggling with an addiction to opioids? Call CNS Healthcare for free help at 407-425-5100. If you're struggling with an addiction to opioids, call CNS Healthcare at 407-425-5100.
Hey y'all, Jeff Foxworthy here. Now, if you've ever found yourself repeating the same thing over and over for 75 years, you might be Smokey Bear.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
That's why I'm filling in for Smokey to switch things up, because there's a lot more to say. And I should know because my grandfather was a firefighter. And one of the things he taught me is that the people that love the outdoors the most are often the ones accidentally starting wildfires, which means always BYOB. No, bring your own bucket to the campfire. And be extra careful with things like burning yard trimmings. Don't just walk away, or chances are you might be starting a wildfire. So for the love of the outdoors, go to SmokeyBear.com to learn more about wildfire prevention. Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service, your state forester, and the Ad Council.
Now, back to the Justin Clark Show on Florida Man Radio.
I kind of like this story. It makes me sad, but I like it as well. So this lady, a Florida woman, and Florida woman makes an appearance here quite a bit, as you are well aware, unfortunately. Well, she was driving drunk the other night, and she was pulled over. She told cops that she had not consumed a sip of alcohol. The problem is, her 9-year-old son was in the back seat, and after she said I had had nothing to drink, he says, "Mom, you can't lie to the police. You did drink." It makes me very sad when I hear parents getting absolutely hammered and driving around with their kids. It's child abuse is what it is. And that's exactly what she did. And that 9-year-old sold her out on this. Kristen Wiley, 49-year-old teacher, actually, narrowly avoids striking a police car. She drove on Vero Beach Street at 2 a.m. the other day. 2 a.m. 2 a.m. with a 9-year-old.
Oh,
it's stupid. Just bad parenting. That's all there is to it. The cop car had someone else pulled over, lights flashing, and she literally almost hit the cop car. So the cop took off and chased her, and deputies approached her 2018 Ford. They spotted her son, who was not wearing a seatbelt, in the back seat, curled up and crying.
Whoa.
The arrest affidavit says that a cop noted that she was wobbly, her eyes were watery and red, there was a strong odor of alcohol on her person and her breath. Asked if she's been drinking, she said, of course, no. That's when, according to this affidavit anyway, Wiley's son replied to his mother's answer by saying, and I quote, "Mom, you can't lie to the police. You did drink." The boy then told cops that his mother had been drinking at a party and that he had asked her to slow down while they were driving back to their Vero Beach residence. Isn't this sad? I mean, this is very traumatic for a 9-year-old child.
She gets the idiot of the day, I think. I think that's worse than the people that stole the stuff from the Airbnb.
It's terrible. Who's going to get that drunk? Oh, and by the way, how drunk was she, you ask? Well, she refused a a field sobriety test, but then she agreed to a breath test, which recorded her alcohol content at 3 times the legal limit.
Wow.
She's driving around with her 9-year-old in the back seat, not buckled, and she's 3 times the legal limit. It's disgusting.
Think that kid's a hero.
It's absolutely disgusting, isn't it? Yeah, he is a hero. I'm so happy that he did this. And then, you think maybe, hopefully mom learns a little bit of a lesson too. And sometimes it takes something bad to make you learn a lesson like that. But hopefully she's super embarrassed, is really questioning her parenting skills, and just more importantly, learned a very, very good lesson from this.
Think about how simple and how easy it would be. When you're driving a vehicle super fast, all you need is like 1 degree.
Oh, yeah.
On the steering wheel.
That's right.
Just 1 degree, and she would have killed people.
It's ridiculous is what it is.
Would have been worse.
Should she fry and rot away in prison? Probably not. But I do think she needs some significant punishment for this. But most importantly, I hope she can figure out how to be a decent parent again, because this is very scary stuff. I mean, you literally have now really endangered your child at 3 times the legal limit, speeding. And if you almost hit a cop car, by the way, with the lights on, it's obviously not a good day for you.
Now, when she goes home, is she going to be upset at her kid, or is she going to be grateful that her kid stopped her from killing someone?
That's a great question, and I would hope grateful. And, if she's the kind of person that's going to be now angry at her child
for telling the truth,
then exactly. Then that's
her fault for teaching them good.
So anyway, good for you. Good for you, young man. And I'm sorry you had to go through that. I'm sorry that you had to be scared to death in the back seat knowing your mom was absolutely plastered driving fast down a highway.
I wonder
at 2
what the
a.m.
conversation was like. He was like, "Mom, slow
Yeah,
down.
that's what
I'm fine, Junior."
I'm fine. Shut up, son. What an a-hole. That's just bad parenting all the way around.
Yeah.
There was this podcast the other day. It had a flight attendant on the podcast, and they asked, "What do you do when someone dies on a plane?" Now, not something I've ever experienced, someone dying on a plane, but apparently it happens more than you would think. I think you got to plug in. Sorry. There you go. Hey, there you go. I've never been on a plane where someone died that I know of anyway, but what they do is a little bit, I guess, unusual, I think.
The thing that always kind of freaks me out is that we have to put them back in their seat, and we have to recline the seat a little bit and put like a blanket all up to their neck, so we cannot cover their face.
Oh.
Yes. So if it's a full flight and the person next to you has a heart attack and we can't move anyone, you have a dead person next to you until we land.
Jesus. And you just have to make it look like they're sleeping?
Yeah. And if someone says, "Is the person next to me dead?" you have to say, "It appears so."
Oh my God.
Yeah, it's super weird.
Wow.
That is terrifying. I mean, that has unlocked a new fear of mine now, because usually it was just kind of like, turbulence and stuff like that, but that.
So basically, if someone dies on a plane and if it's a full flight, they keep the body in their original seat, put a blanket on it up to the neck. They can't cover the face. And then if you're on either side of them, you just are flying with a dead person the rest of the way.
I'm taking a long bathroom break.
I guess so.
I'm staying in the bathroom until a plane lands.
Damn. Can you imagine sitting next to that?
No.
That dude just died next to you.
I'd be staring at them the whole time.
I would try to find a jump seat or something. I don't know what I would do. That would be a very uncomfortable flight. And basically what she's saying, too, is that they're not going to do any sort of emergency landing somewhere. They're going to get to their final destination no matter how far it may be. Ay. Let me hit your messages here. Colin checks in. You were not homeless, Justin. You were just home deprived. It felt homeless, I got to tell you. That kid is a hero. I hope he doesn't have to blow on her steering column breathalyzer. That's a good point. Next time, mom's... I hope not. If I hear about mom making him blow into the breathalyzer...
It's happened before, I'm sure.
I'm going to be absolutely... very upset with this woman.
With other families.
Beth is here. I hope the DCF took that child away from her. And I'm sure there's an investigation now. I have no doubt that they are investigating that. Cole checks in. How you been, Cole? Queen of the Stone Age is one of my favorites. Ask why they were called that. They revealed kings would be too macho. The kings of the Stone Age wear armor and have axes and wrestle. All right, I guess so. Jeremy's here. My ex was smoking on the porch of an Airbnb. Someone came over the Ring doorbell and said no smoking on the property. See, that's, I don't know.
It's overreach.
Rich is here. We always ask for extra pillows and towels so we can take them home from the hotel. Really? I mean, that might be pushing it a little bit. We were talking about the shampoo and conditioner. I don't think you should take let me be clear. I don't think you should take the pillows and the towels home from the hotel. I don't. Shampoo, conditioner, yes.
Yeah, and the little packet of 3 little Q-tips there.
Yeah, take the Q-tips. But don't get extra fluffy pillows. Oh, wow, I've got a neck problem. Could you bring us 3 extra pillows? And then you put them in your suitcase. I was always wondering why Rich took the extra suitcase to the hotel like the Brazilians when they come here and go to the outlet malls. Mike is here in Sarasota. I'm with Sean. I'm heading to the bathroom, too, right after I check the dead guy's wallet. Oh, Adam in Fort Myers. I enjoyed the recap of your last year. Hope you got Eddie some Little Debbies. I did ultimately get Eddie some. So, another thing. So, when I was living at Eddie's house, one night I took his Little Debbies because I didn't have any food or anything. And then I forgot to replace them. But then we were doing some broadcasts from Fort Walton Beach, and a lot of the people that came out to see us brought me Little Debbie's, and then I delivered them to Eddie. So I did. But I do have one admission to make, Adam, and I don't think that you're going to like this or Beanbag Nation. I still owe Eddie $200, and I haven't seen him.
From?
Well, so I was giving him like a certain amount of rent per month or whatever. I don't remember. I was just paying cash. Okay. And then I was giving him cash the last time, and I run out of cash. So I was like, okay, I still owe you $200. And I haven't seen him since. So I got to go. And my passport's still at his house, so I got to go see him.
He's a good guy, though. See,
he's a great dude.
At least you own up to it. You could have just been like, hey, I'm not there anymore. He doesn't mention it. I don't mention it.
Yeah. Well, no, Eddie, if you're listening, and he listens to the show sometimes, I do owe you $200, and he still has because I had this little box thing that I forgot to bring with me, and it has my passport and my other key to my car in it. So I need to go get that, too. I need my passport, obviously, you know?
Do an exchange.
Yeah, exactly. Rich is here. Shampoo, conditioner, and giraffe pictures are okay, but not pillows. I get it. F you. Rich, you weren't supposed to hear that giraffe picture commentary. That's a radio show. It always gets me in trouble. It's unbelievable. Cole said, I got pulled over drinking with open containers in the car. I was honest with cops, and they let me go. Always be honest with cops. P.S. I've been sober for 6 months. Congrats, Cole. I'm glad to hear that, buddy. That's awesome. But I'm surprised they let you go.
Yeah.
I'm surprised they let you go.
Probably was the first one open.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
How many cocktails had you had so far when they let you go? I mean, were you like deep into a drinking night, or was it you had like one beer? And I'm very proud of you for no booze in the last 6 months. That's awesome, brother.
Awesome.
Adam said, Adam's telling me I need to give him $400 in Little Debbie's to make up for it. Or what about $200 cash and then some
Costco-sized Little Debbie's.
Yeah, Costco-sized Little Debbie's. I think that's a solid plan. EC's wife checks in. How are you? Towels, shampoo, and conditioner are a must to take. Towels? Do you take towels?
No, I have so many towels at home.
Oh, I didn't know you people were stealing towels. I didn't know that was really a thing, honestly.
Those are like the best towels, though. They're not.
They're not good towels?
They're not like the best towels, if you will. Like nothing.
I think it depends on the quality of the hotel. I think
True.
I think if you go to the Red Roof Inn, the towel quality is not as good as like the Waldorf, right? I don't know. Trust me. Trust me. I've stayed at enough Red Roof Inns. My dad used to always stay there. He loved the Red Roof Inn.
They still have those?
I don't know, but I stayed there a lot with my father when he was alive. He loved them. All right, well, Sean, excellent work today, buddy. How do we find out more about you?
Sean Power on Facebook, ShawnPower, and on Instagram and TikTok is Omar_Lil Sean.
I am at ATTY Justin Clark on Instagram, ATTY Justin Clark on Twitter. Thank you for joining me today. I love you. I do. I really do. I love spending mornings with you. We get a lot off of each other's chest. You know what I mean? Do me a favor, though. Could you tell your friends, please, download the Florida Man Radio app no matter where they may be. There's no station like this one on the planet. Please also do not forget, 1 o'clock Eastern time today, President Trump is on with Bongino. You will not want to miss that. One more favor. Would you stick around? Because Bill O'Reilly is coming up next, followed in the Central Florida market by Dan Bongino, the one and only. Trump will be on with him. And, of course, in the Emerald Coast, it's our good friends Markley, Van Camp, and Robbins. Shando takes over after the gang with the Shannon Burke Show. He's the anchor tenant around here, the Publix of this little radio station shopping center. EC will be here. Yo Frey will be here. We round out the night with your man Jesse Kelly. The party starts again tomorrow morning with the big man himself, Bubba the Love Sponge. Sean, I don't know much, but I do know one little teeny tiny thing.
Yes, sir.
I'll see you right back here again tomorrow morning on the Florida Man Radio Network.
Altamont Springs, WOTW HD3 Windermere, WXUS HD3 Dunedin Ocala, WZLB Valparaiso, Florida Man Radio. Florida Man Radio. The views and opinions on this program are not necessarily those of this station, JVC Broadcasting, management, or its sponsors.
Bill O'Reilly here, Tuesday, March 22nd, 2022. You are listening